morning, y'all. Good morning. Let me get this little joint out. Early lives is something you got to deal with. That ain't nothing new on this side, though, right? That ain't nothing new on this side. That ain't nothing new on this side. What's good? Let me get up in my chat. Let me get up in my chat. Let me see. Let me see who's starting their day. It is 7 a.m. For me, that's not super early, but in general, it could be early on a Saturday morning. So let me see who else is up. Are you laying in your fucking bed with your phone in your hand, just watching lives, or are you moving around? So I consume a lot of interviews and blogs and podcasts while I'm on the move. I'll be in my car listening to shit. I'll have my Bluetooth on, even if I'm cleaning the house. That's when I catch up on, or the cardio too. Not right now, because right now when I'm doing my cardio along with my gym routines, I'm watching a series right now. I'm gonna talk about that for a second too. That's when I do my Netflix series and shit like that. But when do y'all watch lives? Y'all be on the move, right? Let me look in these comments, man. Y'all better be on the move. On the RBE side, we be on the move. We stay productive, man. Don't miss no money fucking with me on some live shit. All right. Don't miss no money for this stupid ass live. I ain't worth it. That early morning grind. Okay, I see you. What we got right here? I'm getting up about to get ready to go and see Godzilla -1 in a few hours. Okay. Let us know if it's good. Let us know if that's a good movie. What we got here? 6 a.m. Just made my youngest breakfast. Dope. You in family mode, taking care of the youngest. That's dope, Clifton. All right. I see you, Tristan. All right. On my way to the market. Yeah, a lot of supermarkets is open 7 o'clock. Okay, all right. Handling your business. That's right. Put me in the Bluetooth, man. I ain't that important. We're gonna talk some shit in this live. We are going to talk some shit in this live, but I ain't that important. So what else is going on with y'all niggas? Let me see. ARP, what's up, cuz? Ain't shit, G. Fire. The casual fan says, opening up my coffee shop. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs, business owners, hard workers, period. You have a regular 9 to 5. You could be a whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could be the hustler of the year, whatever you are. But opening up my coffee shop. Hey, casual fan, next time you comment something like that, if you see that I'm in a mode where I'm going through the comments and I'm pulling people's joints up, go ahead and put the name of your coffee shop, man. I like to spread love as far as promotion and all that type of stuff. You never know. Even if it's one person that sees this and comes into your coffee shop, that's one new customer. We share that around here, man. We share that energy around here, man. All right. Only when I'm off work and chilling. That's cool, Philly, but you got to double up sometimes, man. Double up, man. Even when you chilling, you can still be moving. I do that a lot. That's just me. I ain't trying to make y'all feel like y'all off. Shout out to our new members. Eyeball Chronicles, I see you. What's this? We stay at work in the store never closes. Okay. I'm not gonna ask you what kind of store that is that never closes. I mean, I know there's a lot of 24/7 stores, but just in case you're being sarcastic, I ain't gonna go too much further. Not these days on social media, man. Yeah, get my channel, get me fucking like Vlad. Vlad be getting emails from the feds and shit like, "Oh, we need that footage." He be lawyering up and be like, "Nah, I don't know nothing about that extra Keefy D footage." I don't need none of that shit, man. I'm trying to stay out the way and out of trouble, man. I'm too old to get in trouble. I have my share of getting in trouble. I have my experiences, man. I'm cool. My jacket is well experienced. I'm cool. I don't need nothing else. I done seen enough. Oh shit, how y'all feeling, man? Why not? I'll go through a couple more. I ain't in a rush. Good morning once again, everybody that's still coming in. J Jin, security sitting at my desk. That's dope. Working. That's cool. That's a cool time to catch some lives and shit because shit, you collecting money while you sitting there chilling. And you got little streams going on, videos or whatever. So that's dope. King Core, what up, G? Drop verb and facts on Christmas or New Year's. Copy. I'm gonna talk about some of that stuff. Yeah, let's get it. Gifted 5 Rare Breed ENT memberships. That's super dope, homie. Shout out to Eyeball Chronicles for that. Salute to you, and continued once again. Shout out to our members. The members have this little symbol right there next to their names, that little circle with the lines. Shout out to the members of the channel, man. Oh, we got another new member here. PGZ206 became a member. That's dope. That's dope. I see the members pouring into the building. Papa Kel, salute. Shout out to everybody on the grind early. Normally y'all know me. Normally I'll go to my super chats after the topics, but because I just said this to Casual Fan, the Experience Coffee Shop and Juice Bar, 1454 Rockaway Parkway, Brooklyn, New York. Come get that brick by brick protein shake. Salute ARP. If you have a brick by brick protein shake, I'm cool with that because we gym guys. I'm a gym guy. You know what I'm saying? I've been working out and training since I was a teenager. I've had points in my life where I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 6'1", and I'm not a short guy. I'm 6'1", but I was born with a slimmer build. I played football as a kid, and even my coach like double padded up my leg pads and shit. Bought me the rib protector and all that because I was one of the smallest on the team. I grew up as a skinny kid, but once I crossed a certain age, man, my body was definitely able to carry some weight. You fuck around and have a couple months of not training and not taking care of yourself the right way, and my stomach be out, my cheeks expand and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Can't fit clothes the way you want to fit clothes. So I can't get out of shape badly and look horrible by my standards, my personal standards. But I've been a consistent guy, whether I was in like a bulking or more muscular phase, whether I was in a cutting phase, whether I was in the middle type of phase. But I never let myself get too far away from my goals, meaning that, like, let's say you have a marker on your body that you can tell because you learn your own body over the years. My marker is my midsection, my stomach, right? I never let myself get too far away from like not seeing lines in my stomach. I mean, once you could lose the lines in your stomach, I'm way outside of the shape that I need to be in. So meaning that if I keep at least visible lines in my stomach, that means, like, let's say I got a 2-week long vacation coming up in the Caribbean. I'm going beach mode. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. All right, let me go crazy and really shred down and really bring my six pack into some crazy type of, then I'm only like a month away from that or whatever, give or take. You know what I mean? As far as like cleaning up your diet and adding some more cardio and refining, what works for you. I know how to do that because I've been doing this shit. I do learn your body over the years. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be training after this. Let me keep getting my water. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna be training after this. I'm gonna start off with an hour of cardio, and that's kind of regular to me. My cardio passes real fast too. Right now, y'all, I'm finally in the loop. Finally. All right. So I was tripping just by being this delayed. I can't believe all these years and all this time I didn't watch Game of Thrones. Damn, I'm tripping. I'm gonna just go there because I've watched so many series and I'm such a TV and a movie critic. The Breaking Bads, the Sopranos, the Wires, the Ozarks and the Narcos, and I didn't watch so many shows and series. And if you know me and you know this channel, you know I am a Wire guy. I don't want anything in the same sentence as The Wire. Nothing. If you put me on an island and you say take one piece of visual entertainment with you, I'm taking The Wire. Give me my 5 seasons of The Wire, and I'll watch that until I die on that island. Over any movie, any series, you put everything in the same bucket: movies, documentaries, anime, cartoons, fucking series. Put everything in one bucket and say pull one thing out. I'll pull The Wire out. That's how I feel about The Wire. Game of Thrones might be number 2. It might be. I don't see it coming out of that rank, from my opinion, because it's 8 seasons. I just started season 6. I'm moving through it. When I binge, I binge. You know what I'm saying? When I get into a show, I'm vested. I'm watching it for every count, hour-long cardio session. I'm catching it when I have my little down moments. I could be fucking sitting online somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like at a whatever, and I'll pull it up. Like that's me when I'm really trying to catch up on something. So I feel like I've watched enough of it at this point to start giving it a real rank. It would have to take some type of drastic drop for for 6, 7, and 8, these last 3 seasons, for me to pull it out of spot number 2. And I don't see that because most series, most TV series, they have at least a season where people say that season right there is skippable, or that season right there is the low point, right? People do that to The Wire a lot with season 2. I don't agree. If you watch The Wire as many times as I watched it, you know how important season 2 is and how good season 2 is. But people do that to certain series. They'll be like, that season right there, and I did that with Stranger Things. What was it like? See, it was either season 2 or season 3. The season where what's the name? The main character, the girl with the powers or whatever. She met her sister, and there was like, there was that little outcasted group or whatever. She met them, and then the big Kai Green, that's his name in real life, the bodybuilder, was on their team and all that. That season was so trash, it made me stop watching Stranger Things. Then I had people telling me how crazy Stranger Things is, and I said, I'm gonna pick it back up. I fought through that season, and then as I got to the other seasons and closed it out with fucking Vecna and all this shit, I was, Stranger Things is that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes series have a down season. Game of Thrones don't even have a down episode. Every episode lands. Every character is important. Everybody as an actor is on 10. Like the cast, the way they're delivering these old times, and even from the speech, the dialogue. Whoever wrote this shit, I don't know, it's up there on the screen every fucking time I watch. I'm not reading in paying session. But the writers of Game of Thrones, Jesus, it is some of the most clever, and it's fitting of those times, like the way that they talk and shit. It is fucking, it's one of the best series ever. And I'm mad. It's almost like the Jordan LeBron thing. I'm a Jordan guy in that debate. LeBron keeps doing things to fucking topple Jordan, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he keeps giving all the Jordan people argument to say, like, stop playing with me. Like you could even add little small, I'm not even gonna call it small, like just winning the in-season tournament and being the MVP of the very first one. And the motherfucker's 38 years old and shit. He's doing a lot. He's doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking doing a lot. And the Jordan fans is over here fending off and shoulder rolling and shit. Like, yo, nah, MJ got it. 6-6. It's, you know what I mean? And that's what the Game of Thrones is doing to The Wire right now. I'm like, yo, stop playing with my wire, B. Because the Game of Thrones is that fucking good. That good, man. I don't know. We just ended out season 5. I ain't gonna say no spoilers about who just died in the last episode of season 5. I thought he was gonna be somebody that made it all the way through, or at least to the last season. It's 3 more seasons. He died at the end of 5. He was such an important character, but they doing that. They're taking important pieces, but there's just so many important and big characters that they just got characters to spare, I guess. It's like 20 important, maybe more important characters. And some of them niggas getting chopped down. It's just like, I didn't see that coming. It's like when Stringer got killed. You know what I'm saying? But there's a million Stringer moments in Game of Thrones. It's crazy, kid. Game of Thrones is so fucking good. And closing out season 5, I just seen, finally, we've been waiting for the winter to come, And in the very first episode, season 1, they gave us a hint of the White Walkers. They gave us a hint. They showed us. We finally fully see this army fight now and come in mode at the end of season 5. We waited all that time, and it was worth it. It's fucking worth it. You see when Jon Snow and them niggas, they had to retreat and they was getting in the boats. And then the king of the White Walkers, he comes to the edge of the water, and all the niggas that they massacred and killed, the nigga, and all the dead rise and join the White Walkers army. I said, oh, fuck nah. Oh, and that's the thing, man. When a series brings you in like that, when it makes you react, when it makes you say, "Oh, damn, my day is ruined because that character just died." You know, so when Stringer died in The Wire, I might have felt the way that whole day. Like I might have been walking around like, "Nah, don't talk to me today, B." Like they played, man. They played. Yo, so when a series does that, when it makes you hate the actors, like if you could look at them and be like, "Yo, I hate you. I can't wait until you die." I couldn't wait for something to happen to King Joffrey. I couldn't wait. That means that the development, the story, the character, the effect, the scenes, the episodes, everything, it draws you in that much. You have a real emotional reaction to what's going on. That means what's happening is Breaking Bad didn't do that to me. The Sopranos those are great shows. Didn't do that to me. I didn't walk away from an episode or a season feeling away like, oh, they were just good watches, good shows, good series. I don't want to nobody Breaking Bad fans and Soprano fans. Don't get at me in the comments. I don't got time for that. Y'all got at me for my last Breaking Bad shit. I got time for that. But Game of Thrones will have you fully entrenched. Fully entrenched. It's amazing. I see somebody saying the House of the Dragon is fire too. I mean, it's like what was the horror series that was dope? Um Shit, the one where the house was turning them crazy. I think it was Netflix. It was two of them. The first one was dope. Shit, the family was in there. I forget the name of that shit. It's not that old, neither. I feel like it came out within like the last 2 years. But anyway, I watched that, and then there was an offshoot to that, the second one that came out. And the second was people thought going into that was going to be like the first one and kind of like mirroring it, and it wasn't. It was kind of like it was trash. And House of Dragons, people are already telling me is good, and it's a must watch for me. Being that Game of Thrones is this good, it's number 2, I think. I don't even think there's no way 6, 7, and 8 is gonna beat. It's not season 6, 7, and 8. There's no way it's gonna ruin what I've already watched to take it out of this second spot. It's that good. Game of Thrones, y'all. Yeah, there you go. Appreciate you. House on Haunted Hill. But then the second one that came out after that, um, it was tied the same makers and everything. And it's like we all watched it. I watched it, and I was just like, y'all dropped the ball on that. Like, but that house on, if that's the one I'm talking about, the Netflix joint, the horror one, that was dope. That was dope. There was the mother or whatever that kind of got turned out, right? Whatever. All right. Off TV, off Game of Thrones. Y'all know on this channel every once in a while we're gonna do a new pickup. I got a new pickup, y'all. I got a new pickup for my sneakerheads. I saw these while I was out and about the other day. So if you caught my last live, I told y'all I'm going back to collecting Jordan 11s, which is my favorite Jordan. The 3s is up there, the 4s is up there too, but my favorite, the 13s is up there. But my favorite Jordan of all time has always been 11s. I have a ton of 11s already stashed in my closet, but I have a ton of OG 11s because I was collecting 11s even when I was young. And I have those boxed. I won't wear those. I have a video. I have an old blog on the channel too. I was walking to an event. Damn, who was on that event? Was that the Math and Serious event? But I got a blog on the channel while I'm walking to the event and I'm wearing some twos and the fucking sole fell off. And then I had to run and find the closest mall real quick. And I picked up some sneakers in the middle of the event. That was the only event RBE ever did, and I missed the first battle. I missed Dre Dennis versus Mr. Mills because my sneaker fell apart. And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna let them get me on camera for that shit. They're gonna but that's what happens with old sneakers. If you're a sneakerhead, you know, if you don't store them a certain way, go ahead and pull an OG Jordan out of your closet from the fucking early 90s or some shit and go take a walk and see what happens. I got some OG 4s with the tag hanging and everything, never wore, dead stock, and the sole is all cracked. You see cracks in the sole and shit. Some people send those away to get like refurbished or whatever. They'll take new bottoms and put it on them and I mean, I'm not into all that. I keep an OG. So I got a lot of old 11s. Not only am I scared to wear them because of that, but I won't touch them because they OGs. So I started collecting retro 11s again. I'm having pockets of targeting certain sneakers, and I go after them. I did Yeezy 350s for like a year. I just went crazy on Air Max 97s. Now I'm doing Jordan 11s. So I'm bringing that back, and I caught these for 450. Did I overpay? Did I overpay? Now, if these were OGs, they probably cost thousands for a lot. I'll take a guess, right? I don't know which retro these are. They came in like the gray box. I don't know how many retro of the cool grays came in gray boxes, but it was for y'all Jordan freaks. These ones came in a gray box, and I don't know which year these particular retros came out, because for all I know, these came out 3, 4, 5 times, right? But they charged me $450 for these. I feel like that's not bad based on what I see out there for 11s. But if you're a sneakerhead, let me know if you feel like that's overpriced. Sometimes the size matters. This is a size 11. So a size 11 for that price, cool gray, dead stock, brand new. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, I was out and about. I saw these. I said, oh, I'm in Jordan mode, so let me grab those. Jordan 11 mode. Called an Avarex too. I had an Avarex. I'm in podcast mode, y'all, so I'll get to the title later. Don't worry. Hang out with me. If you burning time sitting at the security desk, this is the shit y'all want. Go ahead and sit there for an hour and talk shit, because I'm passing time while collecting a check. I got you. I had an Avarex. Somebody said 275. Damn, I hope you don't fucking mean mine. That would mean I got fucked up. That almost just brought me into a subtopic. I'll get into that later. That was gonna be about fish and shit. Whatever. On fish. Anyway, caught an Avarex when I was out, and I grabbed those cool J's. And yes, sir. Ruin Your Day. You have a very busy weekend, don't you, sir? Shout out to Ruin Your Day, Avocado, Phil, everybody, the whole Ruin Your Day team. A lot of work. I'm gonna talk about some Ruin Your Day shit in a second, y'all. I'm gonna talk about some Ruin Your Day shit in a second. I got a bunch of things to talk about. I got some controversy to address. I got some shit to talk. I ain't going nowhere. I got y'all. But yeah, I caught an Avarex the other day. Quick story. I had an Avarex as a youngin'. When Avarexes first came out, I was too young to afford them. I remember the very first Avarex I had, because they had like the whatever material that was in the middle on like the torso, and then the arms was leather, and the collar was leather. The very first Avarex I ever had. Shout out to my man Alex. I ain't gonna say your full last name. Alex F. Poor Richmond High School, Staten Island shit. He watches some of my shit, and I know we're on each other's Instagram. I know he's on my Instagram too. So if he sees this, he'll co-sign. Sounds like some bummy shit, but in my school, for whatever reason, we got to a point where niggas started to trade clothes. I ain't had no money like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't had no money like that. But a lot of people in the school was trading. Like, yo, if you give me that jacket, I'll give you this jacket. And my man Alex, he had an Avarex. And Avarexes started to take off. They started to get real popular. Who wouldn't have wanted an Avarex when they first came out? I wanted one too. And I guess he was off of it. I guess he was over it. Maybe he wore it enough where he felt like, yeah, I don't need it no more. I don't know. Called me a bum for it, but we was kids, man. And that was my way to get an Avarex. And I don't remember what I gave him for it, but I probably gave him like 10 things out of my closet, whatever, jackets or whatever he asked for. And we traded. And I never forget the feeling like, is he really gonna give me this Avarex, or is he bullshitting? And sure enough, the trade went through, and that was my first Avarex. I was just like, oh shit, I got an Avarex. I'm walking around school wearing Alex's Avarex. It's now mine. You know, it is what it is. It's good to remember shit like that though, because I could walk into a store now and say, give me that, and that. But coming from a time where my first Avarex, I had to trade for it, and people by today's standards, especially in the social media era, will call you a bum for that. I'm more proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I had to do to get mine, and I was willing to. You know what I'm saying? Could have been worse. I could have, spent a couple months in jail or in fucking juvie or some shit for stealing it. And we was stealing clothes too. We was doing that too. But that phase for us came and went as well. But kids growing up, I had a second Avarex. I got a story for this one too. My mother bought me an all leather Averex. It was red and blue. Walking with me this story. This is a cool story, y'all. My mother bought me an Averex the end of my senior year of high school. I feel like it was like a congratulations or something like that. I forget. But me and one of my closest friends, my man Reem, if you go to my Instagram right now, I put up a recent picture on my gram. It's a picture where you see 4 of us standing in a lounge, and you see a guy standing next to me with a navy blue and a red Sergio sweatsuit. It's like my brother. It's one of my brothers. Everybody in that picture is one of my closest. They're like my brothers, but him as well. And around the same time, he was in the same spot. Like, we asking our parents for them Averex jackets, all leathers. I remember he got an orange one, and I got a red and blue one. You know, the parents came through, and I feel like it was like, like, if y'all get y'all grades right, you go, because parents are trying to get us to college and all that, and get y'all Averex. And I got mine, he got his, and we was on top of the world. It probably cost like $800 at that time. I think my mom's paid like $800 for my AV, and I didn't get to wear it that much, so I got it at the end of high school, and I took it to college. Right now, I went to college. My dorm was in a shitty neighborhood. The campus was dope, but as soon as you take 10 steps off the campus, it's Vine City. I'm gonna say it. My dorm was in Vine City. That's where, like, the Bluff documentaries is all, Snow on the Bluff and all that type of shit. That's the location. Okay, that's what my fucking dorm was. And me being a freshman, my nose is open. I'm going to every and any little event that I can. All the parties. I'm out of town now. Your parents ain't around and shit. You feel like an adult now and all this shit, even though I'm broke as shit with no money in my pocket. But you feel like an adult, you know what I'm saying? And I went to a tri-state party. And if you dropping on me, or if you dropping on the freshman, as a New Yorker, he's going to be at the tri-state party, because you're out of town and going to a tri-state party. That's your opportunity to get that vibe of what you had back home. Tri-state. So, going to a tri-state party, you're going to hear all the up north music, because you get down south around the time that I got down south for college. It's like, what is this shit that they playing? I found out who Pastor Troy was and all that, and I got in the loop. I was like, oh, this South music is crazy. This is before it really popped off with the Little John and all that type of shit. Young Bloods and all that type, and Bone Crusher. This is right before the South popped off. And so I'm at the tri-state party, having my little fun as a freshman. It's like first couple weeks of college. I get back to my dorm room. I see the fan on my bed, and I see the window open and all the blinds fucked up. I'm like, oh shit. Somebody, my room was on the ground floor. Somebody done been in my shit. Like a fucking jail cell. Like somebody done tossed my room, right? So I go to my closet. I see a bunch of hangers, like all rummaged through. I'm like, fuck. My video games. I see slots in the video games. Oh, the niggas took some video games. I think my PlayStation might have been gone. I'm like, fuck, niggas been in my shit. And then when I go in my closet and I start to like, my Averex. Fucking Averex is gone. I'm a freshman in college. That is my biggest item. That's my walk around campus and stunt shit. That's my freshman on deck. My fucking AV is gone. Like, no. That's the most important materialistic thing I have. You know what I'm saying? But if you rummage in my room, that's one of the first things you grab. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, no, I didn't even get a chance to stunt on campus. All these women out here and all this shit. I didn't even get a chance to wear my fucking AVs, son. But I went on a rampage. My man Aaron, who's also in that same picture I just told you about my gram. My man Aaron, my brother Aaron, he's the one standing all the way on the right, wearing the blue. Same picture I'm talking about. I'm with the same people I grew up with, real shit. He was in the same dorm. First thing I did was I ran up to his room, get my brothers now, pound on his door. It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. He opens the door, half asleep. Yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, they fucking got me. Come on, we out. They got me. We out. I'm thinking somebody in the dorm did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to mount up who's with me. Like, nah, fuck that. And I was causing such a ruckus. I went out and I stood in the courtyard on some fucking Alonzo from Training Day shit. I swear to God, y'all think y'all could do this to me? I'll burn everybody. I'm screaming in the middle of the courtyard. Niggas is waking up, coming out on they balconies, coming out, and the fuck is this nigga Adam screaming about? I was popular in my dorm, real shit. So niggas like, what's Adam on? You know what I'm saying? Quick, I was popular quick. Like people fucked with me, and it was just like a rageful moment. You know how when you see red, I was blacking the fuck out, and I was looking for somebody to blame, and then the RA came out. And the R's, what's going on? Like, you know, they there to kind of like monitor and be over all the students and shit. And I'm going crazy. And then my man Aaron's explaining, yo, they robbed his room because I'm in a rage. I'm like going crazy and all this shit. And he's like, yo, Adam, come with me. Because the RAs be having keys to everybody's room. So he starts going to people's rooms and shit. And he's walking me in. And I'm walking in niggas' rooms boldly because he opened the door for me. I'm looking in their closet. Nah, all right, you good. Go back to sleep. I'm looking for my shit. And then niggas from the back of the dorms now see, oh, there's a gate. Remember I told you my dorm was in a fucked up neighborhood, Vine City, where they did the snow and the bluff dock and all that shit. So there's barbed wire at the top of our gates that our dorm is inside. That's because it's in a shitty area. So niggas in the back of the dorm, somebody noticed it and came out and said, yo, somebody robbed you from outside. Because you see a bunch of clothes and shit thrown over the barbed wire. Like niggas was that throw my shit over and they left some shit behind. So fast forward now. One thing that got taken from me also was a denim Averex jacket, blue denim, and it said Averex in red at the bottom. And my man Aaron is upstairs for me once again, and he calls me downstairs. He said, "Yo, there's a nigga up here in the quad, and I think he got your jacket on." So I rush upstairs real quick, and there's this nigga that's visiting one of our quad mates. Like he's not in our dorm, he's just visiting. He's wearing the denim jacket, right? I'm still in I could be, y'all know me, I'm very calm and laid back person, but I don't play in that mode. Like I don't, only certain people have seen, a lot of people have seen me in that mode. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, but I was in that mode. I'm ready to take off on this nigga. So I go upstairs and I start questioning them. Now you really press somebody, really, really press them. I said, yo, where you get that jacket? Got my man A here with me too. A bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? My man Aaron, where you get that jacket? You know, I bought it. I'm like, yo, I got mine's in New York. I be feeling like these jackets don't sell it. I'm hating on the South. I be feeling like they don't sell shit like this down here. My shit is unique. You sure? The nigga goes like this. I ain't gonna stand all the way up, right? He goes. Nah, man, I bought mines. It was like what Mano did to Bunky. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that video. He didn't mention his gun. He didn't call it out, but he flashed us. He flashed me at Aaron. He goes, nah, I bought mine. And when I see he was holding, I said, fuck. All right, no doubt. I'm sure you bought yours too. Oh, the chat, y'all fucking with me. I'm keeping it 1,000. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Yo, he said, my bad, wrong coat. Oh shit. Oh. Shout out to the people that can't laugh and scream in their house at 7:00 in the morning. Oh, shots fired. It's getting hot. Oh, oh shit. Turn the fire off, dog. Yo, real shit. Real. I don't lie to y'all. I don't lie to y'all. Oh, y'all are laughing. I'm glad y'all having a good time this morning. I'm so keeping it 100. I'm like, yep. I'm sure you bought yours too. Fuck. Now I walk away, call Aaron. Yo, who's he seeing? Like trying to drop a little bit. Yo, he's next door with Terrence. Now, later on, I questioned this guy, Terrence. Terrence was from New York, I think, too. Short Terrence with the Timbs. Terrence, if you ever see this, I haven't spoke to you since school. Never had no problem with Terrence. Fuck with Terrence. But I always felt like, because I asked Terrence questions later on, I always felt like Terrence didn't necessarily give a fuck about me getting robbed, and damn near was happy for it because Terrence started dating this girl that I took down like the first week we was out there. When everybody got out there, everybody was running around with their heads cut off. This girl that I took down like week like day 4, because I remember it was still like, it was so early. We all got to school and they gave out like an itinerary of like activities for like the first week. One was like they gave out t-shirts, and then you can go to like a first week party. That first week party was like the size of a football field. Had like 3 different DJs. That's how big it was playing. And I grabbed it from there, went back to the dorm. I took it down. It was like day 4. I was already taking shit down out there. And he ended up like wifing it. And I felt like he always felt a way towards me because I took down his lady or some shit. But the dude that came through, that's who he's visiting. So there was a link there. I was like, so I always watched him after that. Like, I don't fuck with Terrence. But like I said, the dude that had the jacket on, let's say 70% chance it probably was mine. He didn't go to the school. Like I said, he was just visiting. He was hanging out. But and then I started getting information, asking around about him, trying to get info on him and shit. Heard that he was just like a West End mall hustler and shit like that. So type of nigga that, you got to fight a sword with a sword. I'm in college. I'm in school. I ain't had no joint. You know what I'm saying? And most of us had little knives in the room or whatever, but I ain't had no joint, and the last thing I was supposed to do was be out in school on some war mode. I was leaving high school. We was acting like we was gang. You know what I'm saying? FEB, Forever Brothers, and all that type of shit. Shout out to Shondell, rest in peace. Bruce Percibali, my brother Reem. All these niggas, we clicking up. Niggas got the handshakes. We doing all that. Banging in school, senior year high school. And I got to college, and I'm not with my little gang anymore, my little group anymore. I still got my friends, but we not trying to be gangsters no more. And then I bump into this shit. I'm at my weakest, and here goes these niggas that might got my shit from breaking in my room while I'm at a fucking club. I'm at my weakest. No guns, no gang, and I'm supposed to be in college mode. But things play out the way that they're supposed to play out. And after that moment, walked away, started getting my little homework done, whatever. I don't think I've ever seen him again. Never seen him again, I don't think. And I'm glad I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know how things go. I'm sitting, the way I ran up on him and pressed him like that, I'm the type of guy where if I would have seen him again, especially if he was wearing something else that I owned, I'd just be having to say something or address you or approach you or steal on you or something. And you never know how that shit goes. Like you can be the aggressor and die. People steal on niggas that's holding. Niggas eat the punch and then back out and put you away. And you lose your life because you stole on a nigga that you thought had your jacket. So as much as we sitting up here laughing and shit, I'm still going to give y'all you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of people that are in jail or lost their lives because in that moment, you see red. In that moment, you feel played. It takes a lot to get to a point where you can see red and be able to grab yourself out of that zone. I think your teenage years and your 20s are years that you have to survive yourself as well as your surrounding elements. And I feel like I said this on the channel before. You have to survive yourself, not just your surroundings. It's not easy being a young man. I ain't trying to hate on y'all ladies, but I'm telling y'all don't got to nowhere like us. I know a lot of women that's never even been in a fight before, let alone shootouts or arrested or gangs. Or there's a lot of women out there that get it rocking and got into shit, but not like men. We are like prone to that shit, especially in certain communities. We're prone to that shit. Grouping up, clicking up, ganging up, um, robbing, stealing, jumping people, fights, stabbings, shootings. You know, survive in your 20s. You have to survive yourself. You don't have a level of maturity and self strength to say it's just a jacket. You don't have the strength. So, a lot of people are in the grave right now. If they was my age right now, they'd be like, that might be my jacket. And I got a side to me where I'm still gonna do something. I don't know exactly what's gonna be, but I don't want neither one of us to die here over that jacket. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you might be 22 years old and be like, nigga, that's my jacket. Death to you right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm caught bang on my nigga, let's go approach niggas. Woo, woo, woo. I'll be ready to, but surviving yourself at that age is I got a lot of stories, man. True stories. So many kids died over, yeah, mama's coats, and the 8-ball jackets was big. I was too young when the 8-ball jackets hit. So even moms wouldn't have bought me an 8-ball jacket when they hit. And people was getting killed over those. People was getting killed over Jordans. People was getting killed over cross colors. If y'all remember some of that shit. But by the time Avorexes hit, I was old enough to my mom, I guess, put the responsibility on me to walk around with an $800 jacket. And I ended up losing it by the time I got to college. So more stories for y'all. 8-ball jackets was crazy back then. Yeah, and a lot of shit. That's why it's a retro world. Things come back. 8-ball jackets is back now. Averex jackets is back now. And I was just only talking about some recent pickups, right? I was just talking about my cool grades that I just grabbed 2 days ago. And I said, while I was out, I also saw Averex that I picked up, and I just went into the whole Averex story for y'all. But yeah, I got a lime green Averex. I'll probably put it on my gram. Let y'all check it out. I'm gonna put more and more stuff on my gram these days. Share more, be more social. And yeah, I caught that. Nice jacket. I could say this as well because my man don't be watching streams and he don't be on social media at all. But when I was in Vegas, I caught an Averex as well. But I wasn't buying it for me. I was buying it as a Christmas gift. Caught a black one. That's actually the one that I caught on the pictures on my gram from Culture Kings. That's the reason why I was in that super room, the secret room in the back. That's all coded and shit. Like you got everything in there is like 1,000 and up, and you only go back there if you ask, and then they take you back there, and then they put in the code and all that, and then you be in the room by yourself, only one person at a time. The secret super room they call it, or whatever. Culture Kings in Vegas and Caesars. But yeah, that's the reason why. Because I caught my one of my guys an Averex jacket, and it happens to be the person I'm talking about from the dorm, my man Aaron, right? So me and him got this throwback Averex, kind of memories and whatnot. So on Christmas, when I give him his Averex, I know he's gonna be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying?" That's how all that links. My man Reem, I try to buy him. I was gonna buy him a GT, the bike, a throwback GT, something from the 90s. But there's something about the rounded gifts that I bought my guys this year that I just felt like I personalized my gifts this year. So I didn't want to buy anything that I couldn't be there when I gave it to somebody. And a bike, if you buy me, then you got to find a way to get it back to you. And I don't want to ship it to you and it comes, it's just somebody throws a bike on your porch. I don't know. It was just something about the size of the bike. And I was just like, damn, like, I don't know if I want to work that out. The reason I want to do that is because I was kind of the reason why me and my man Reem, we was riding around. Bikes was our cars back then. We would take bikes over the bridge. We'd take bikes over the Brooklyn Bridge from the island. We put miles on our fucking bikes. Real shit. Go across the borough on a bike. That's how we moved. And we went to Forest Ave back when they had the Big Apple Plaza days. Staten Island, I'm talking to you. And we chained our bikes up on a pole outside the Big Apple Plaza on Forest Avenue. And while we was chaining them up, it was my chain. You know, I used to tie the chain around the bike pole and ride around that and just use that no matter where you pulled up. And we was tying it up around the pole. And my man Reem said something, and I said the code to him, to the lock, the numbers. And as I said it, there was this guy walking by, and he had just got out of a van. This guy walking by, and I feel like I said the code too loud, right? That's the only way I see this happening. We went into the Big Apple Plaza, come out. Big Apple Plaza was known for selling fake clothes and shit. I was buying like fake Timberland t-shirts out of there, and video games they would trade because we didn't have money for video games, but they would trade. So you get them some of your old video games you don't like and maybe $5-10 and walk away with a game that you want. We leave the Big Apple Plaza. My Dino Detour, fully customized, baby blue with white tires, white hand grips, white pedals, a disc, a gyro, swivel seat bar, swiveled handlebars, bulldog brakes. Do y'all know what I'm talking about right now? Bulldog brakes, everything, front and back, GT disc, like chrome, yo, fully customized. Took me over a year to probably build it out with all the different pieces, right? And he had a brand new GT with like the 3-spoke black mags that his family bought him for like a Christmas or some shit like that. I forget. Both of them shits gone when we came out. At that age, that's like coming outside and your Ferrari and your Ferrari and your Lamborghini is gone. Heartbreaking. His father ain't played. We called his father. His father came ASAP, pulled up on us, drove us around the neighborhood. He had his gun with him. Like his father's ready to hop out and go crazy on somebody. But we never saw the bikes. Couldn't find them. So because I was the one that said the code out loud, and I think the guy that was walking by that happened to have a van, which is convenient to throw the 2 bikes in, I felt like it was him. We felt like it was him. You know, I'm the one that said the code out loud. I felt responsible for the shit. So I to this day, I owe my nigga a bike. Stories. I got plenty for y'all. I got plenty of little fun stories and shit. Diamondback. I had a Mongoose. I had a Diamondback. I had a Dino. I had GTs because we used to trade. Like I told you how I got my first Averex trading. We used to trade a lot. When you don't got it back then, it's like the old school country ways of the barter system. That's how we came up. A lot of us in my school and whatnot is the barter system, dog. None of us had no money to get nothing, so we just trade fanatics. You want to trade your Dino Detour, your Mongoose Decade, or your GT Performer for this Diamondback or this Red Line. Oh, y'all, who knows what I'm talking about? I love it, man. I love it. I put a dyno on my Instagram a couple years ago. A couple years ago is when I bought it. I treated myself to a dyno again. I said, fuck y'all, I'm getting it's in a video, it's in the social distance intro. So if y'all remember all the social distance intros that drop and I'm in the backyard sitting on a dyno, I bought that, purchased myself as payback. Bitch ass nigga, whoever stole my shit, I got me another one. Oh, we having too much fun this morning. I hope y'all are entertained today. Oh man, I gave y'all 50 minutes of just entertaining stories, and y'all rocking. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right, we talked about Game of Thrones. We talked about new pickups. All right. I must remind people today. Bricks versus Intake. If you're in VA, pull up. Big K, pull up. Av, pull up. You're in the area, pull up. Today is going down. Coach Corleone is on here as the main event. I'm gonna talk about Coach Corleone. Coach Corleone put up a tweet earlier saying, after this event, I am no longer RBE. I'm gonna talk about it. Shout out to everybody on the bricks. Shout out to everybody on the intakes. Lawrence Winged, I love this card. I love what y'all are doing. I love the matchups. I can't wait to see the turnout. So that's going down today. VA, if you are in the building, if you want to be in a building, go to rarebreedent.com, get your tickets. If you want to cop the VOD, go to rapgrid.com. Both are available, and I believe it's packaged with this because this is tomorrow, 2-day event. Intake 1SKs, got a one-off on there for y'all. I don't even know who these question marks are. So even I'm gonna find that out. But shout out to Lawrence and Winged. Shout out to all the intake. Shout out to all the bricks. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. That is today, y'all. Pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up if you're in VA. Okay? Pull up. Pull up, pull up, or get your VOD, rapgrid.com or rarebreedent.com for your tickets to be in the building, or grab a ticket at the door. It's all good. Shout out to Lawrence and Wing, man. Y'all working. What else do I need to talk about real quick before I get into the title? Oh, shout out to Easy, man. The trenches is today. The trenches card is today, correct? Shout out to Easy. Easy, the block captain versus John. A must see, a must watch. I am copping that pay-per-view. He's got some other great matches on there as well. But we always know what the real draw to these events and these cards be. It'd be the main event. And then there'd be a bunch of other stuff on there that, depending on the card construction, could be like, oh, damn, you in that hallway, paid in full type shit. Like, oh, all this for 100? So shout out to the trenches for the card. But that main event is a must watch. We will be watching that today. Before I say it incorrectly, I'm gonna go to rapgrid.com right now. Make sure that it's there before I say the wrong place to purchase it. Yes, it is there right now, y'all. Go to rapgrid.com. It's at the top of the page. Drop your location. And while I'm here, yeah, Easy the Block Captain versus John. Bill Collector versus Bad News. Enes versus Clone. Kaboom versus Riggs. Zan versus Cashflow Rizzy. Jay Moore versus Bonus. Lee LND versus CNG Ty. And Taj Millie versus OG Capri. I don't know those last two guys, but that's dope. It's dope to see some new names tag onto a card that has a bunch of names. That's how it's done. Give these people these opportunities along with these big VODs and these big pay-per-views to see new faces. You know, I felt like, you know what, I'm not even going to do that because I want to keep it about trenches. I just want to keep it about trenches. I want to talk about RBE and none of that other shit right now. Dope shit. Dope card, Easy. Gutter City presents. Drop your location. Easy. What's up with this? What's up with the name of this event? Where'd that come from? Drop your location. Let me look at the card. Okay, so we know this is Trench's bullpen shit. Dope. I see Loso on the flyer, but I don't think I said Loso's name when I was reading the matchups. Oh, I see why. Okay. Oh, that Rap Grid did the update. Okay. I see why. Okay. I'm not even gonna... Cool. Bullpen versus trenches. I see what y'all got going on there. Drop your location. What you trying to say, Easy? What does that mean? I missed that explanation, y'all. Y'all could key me in the chat. What's Easy talking about with drop your location? What's he trying? Who is he telling to pull up? He's trying to tell these bullpen niggas. Is that what that means? Pull up, huh? Is that what that means? I see y'all in the chat. Now I get it. I'm not trying to get into all that because I don't know the details behind that match. So I'm leaving that alone, y'all. Let's focus on what's going down. Let's focus on what's going down. I see y'all. Okay, cool. Leave it alone. Drop your location though. Popular phrase, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if there's some bars about it. You know, if that's a theme. Shout out to the trenches. Easy, man. Do your fucking thing today. Good luck today. And I will be tuned into that. And I'm on the VOD for the bricks. It's battle rap going down today, man. Why not? Speaking of battle rap, let me jump into full circle real quick. Okay. A lot of y'all have seen that I just dropped 2 flyers. I dropped a flyer for A-Verb versus Mickey Fax and Ill Will versus Pain. And that's going to tie into the topic and my title, okay? Fire. Shout out to everybody that hit me up asking when that event is. I'm trying to pull. I get the DMs, I get the text messages, I get the phone calls. Math calls me. He's, yo, is that RJ Payne or what Payne is that? Charlie Clips texts me, yo, when's that? I'm trying to pull up. It already happened. The battles are already done. I need to clarify that because a lot of people will continue to say, "What's the date? When's the event? Where is it? Are there tickets for sale?" I keep trying to tell y'all, and I know I need to do more as y'all continue to latch on and understand where I'm coming from and understand what it means. If you see Full Circle or Straight to It, you will be blindsided. We did a whole string of Straight to It events in 2022. Once again, that's where you got Big K versus Reed. That's where you got A Ward versus Reed. That's where you got A Ward versus QB. That's where you got 40 Cal versus Big K. That's where you got Big K versus J Mills. That's where you got Show Off versus Active. J Murder versus J Mills. You got a lot of shit out of the Straight to that. One of those cards we did 17 battles on them. You know what I'm saying? And they were pop-up shops. That's when Surf pulled up and he dissed us on Twitter for this shit. Talk about, yo, I got there and there was 40 people in the building. It wasn't even a fucking address on the flyer, Surf. So why were you there? Shout out to Surf, man. Free Surf. I'm always take the same shots at him, knowing that I said it while he was here. Shout out to Surf, man. Free Surf. But yeah, the Straight to It series, man. I miss my rival, man. I miss my rival. I miss going back and forth with my rival because he was cunning enough for me to have the back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? But we always showed each other that love and respect in person. But miss my fucking rival. Shout out to Surf. Straight to It once again in the form of these one-offs. You see Full Circle, you see Straight to It, you see who's next in the circle, flyers, any of that. If those drop, this is me. This is RBE. If I was selling you something, it would have a date on it. If I was selling you something, it would have an address on it. It would have a website on it, where to buy your pay-per-view, where to buy your tickets. That's just marketing 101. Been doing this shit for 10 years. If a flyer drops and it has A Verb versus Mickey Fax on it, and there's no purchase information, that's the reason why. Nothing for sale. Gotcha. Tune in, subscribe, become a member on YouTube. If you're not a member, then you catch it after the members see it later on, and we'll debut it to the whole YouTube for free. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's going down. Those battles already happened. Okay. Word on the street is Aver versus Mickey Fax is a rapping ass classic. Word on the streets. I give y'all another behind the scenes secret. These may not be on a roof. And boy, oh boy, wait until you see the next set of Straight to It Full Circle battles. What that production is like, ruin your day. Told y'all we're gonna be switching things up and having fun with the production now that the flexibility is there when we do these one-off type of shits. Oh, when y'all start seeing battles that look like the Game of Thrones and shit, not that graphical Snoop Dogg shit. I'll just talk about the backdrop. We do some shit in the fucking mountains or in a cave or some shit. Be like, yo, ruin your day. RBE is bugging. They in Full Circle mode for real. But nah, this one, it may or may not even be on the roof. The shit that y'all about to see. And I guarantee you it's gonna look crazy. I guarantee you. So yeah, they went down. Word on the street is Aver versus Mickey Fax is a classic. Word on the street is Ill Will versus Pain is a very, very competitive battle. I guess that's the best way I could say it and be neutral and let y'all figure it out when it drops. So shout out to those two matches. More Full Circle drops and flyers to come. Just keep your eyes on my Instagram, keep your eyes on the channel, watch my lives. Make sure that you are a subscriber to the channel. If you are not a member, become a member because you guys will always get early releases. The members may see, for example, like let's say Ill Will versus Pain within the next couple days. As far as the rest of the subscribers, it'll drop after, but we got y'all. But yes, everybody that's hitting up people or tweeting or DMing or texting or calling, when is it? When is it? Already happened. Okay. It already happened, y'all. So Full Circle shit, Straight to It shit. Okay. Title time. Did an hour for y'all before getting to the title. I hope that means I'm semi-entertaining. Don't be a battle rapper or a league owner. What's ARP on when he says that shit? Don't be a battle rapper or a league owner. All right. I'm gonna go to the league owner side first. I've been a heavy proponent over the years of telling people, do not put all your eggs in a battle rap basket. Don't put yourself in a position to rely on battle rap as a form of income or for a long-term career. Um, find transitions. That's another thing that I've said a lot. The people that have transitioned away from certain arenas or certain situations where they felt like they had to wait on somebody else to make things happen, to battle rappers say it all the time, right? Battle rappers say, I got the call. I got the call. I got the call. The call came in. It's a waiting game for many battle rappers, even the biggest battle rappers. The if you put them on Mount Rushmore, I can tell you stories about them waiting for a bag or waiting to be booked or trying to get booked and it not going through. Even if you put them on Mount Rushmore, I could tell you stories about any of them, anybody. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying the nature of that type of business or being in that type of position as a battle rapper, right? And this is coming from a league owner. It's not in my best interest to say this if I'm a league owner, right? I should want to have a battle rapper in the matrix. If I'm a league owner, I should be wanting to tell a battle rapper, I got you. I'm gonna make you a star. Sit here, don't worry. I'm gonna do this or whatever. I might even give you advances. I'm gonna cut you a Cassidy check for freeway and be like, yo, just sit here. Like, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? These situations, they create all different. Sometimes productivity, sometimes fallout, sometimes problems. The nature of that type of business to have to rely on, I wouldn't want to have to do as a battle rapper. I wouldn't want to have to do. Transitions are important. Doubling up is important. It's a shot at you, Mook. Doubling up is important. Many millionaires have found their routes to being a millionaire by having multiple streams of income. Not know I'm trying to battle rap and I'm also trying to kick off this whatever on the side. I mean real consistent, tried and true, solidified. I could depend on income. Multiple lanes and forms of that have created many millionaires. That this country, just by percentages, go pull it up, does not put a lot of people in a position where the typical career, the typical 9 to 5 will get you to where you really dream to be. Many people are in that hamster wheel, check to check. A majority of the country is check to check. If you go pull up, what's the percentages of American households that are making $500,000 and up? I wouldn't be surprised if it's over like or under like 5%. Under. And then I pulled up some numbers or I heard on Instagram or something like a couple weeks ago. It shocked me, but then I told myself like, nah, I get it. It said it like broke down the percentages of millionaires that are either in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and how crushing it was to millionaires that's in their 20s and 30s. And what that showed me was because of the development path, people acquiring assets along the way, being in situations that are for the long haul, becoming millionaires late. The overnight shit is like, it's like playing the lottery. If you want to try to do something that's overnight, good luck. A majority of these people and these millionaires have gotten their way to something. You could take like Math. Like Math is now a millionaire, right? He didn't come close to the money that he has now as a battle rapper. He didn't come close to it. Close to it. You know what I'm saying? Transition though. He has multiple lanes of income now. You know what I'm saying? He cuts his own check in a way where it's not about, is the league fucker. Shout out to Serious Jones. I see Jones say that a lot. You know, Jones, like you say that towards like URL and leagues a lot. Like y'all gonna give me a consistent situation? Are y'all gonna do right? Blah blah blah. Having to wait for a league, as you can see, Jones, because Jones has been saying that for years at this point. It's a frustrating situation. It's a frustrating position to be in. Whether, and I'm not saying Jones anymore, whether you're taking that position because financially you're being frustrated or even talent wise and expressing yourself, you're being frustrated, or both, right? Because I'm not counting nobody's pockets. I don't know what nobody got. Well, I do, but I don't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good spot to be in as a battle rapper. And being a league owner is no better, because the league owners that are making money it's kind of like those percentages in the country type shit where you really, really pull it up and you're like, oh, really? Only like 5% of people are really crushing like that? It's the same thing for league owners. 90+% of league owners out there, because I know what it's like to be in those shoes. You're not making money. You're taking losses and you're building, and if you make the right moves, and if you make the right investments, and you invest the right amounts of money, and you work with the right people or the right artists, and you have the right ideas and creativity, and you apply consistency and longevity, and I can give you a train long of fucking formula towards being successful, not just in battle rap, but in almost any lane, because they're core principles to apply, and it will get you at least past average, right? Until you do that, you'll just be a league owner. But there's a handful of league owners that really make money, really, really make money. I could count on one hand that really, really make money. Some of the biggest league owners of all time are not only broke, but don't make money from battle rap. They just do events, and those events come and go, and they didn't walk away with nothing. They either went in the red or got even, or they didn't make no. Even if they did make some, they made no real money. It's like, I'm telling you, some of the biggest league owners, name wise, still don't make no money. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you're a league owner, what you got to deal with is unfucking precedented. You're at the center. You're at the center of the image, the direction, the responsibility, the financing, the proxying, the coordination, the decisions, the hard decisions, the easy decisions, the decisions that's going to piss this person off while it makes this person happy. You have to know the market. You have to know the business. You have to say when it's time to go spend $250,000 and when it's time to only spend $5,000. League owners, man. I said before too, if you want to get in battle rap, if you want to choose a lane to get into, me, as one of the most successful battle rap people to ever come through this industry and be successful from it, or gain moments of success from it, me, I'm still going to tell you, be a blogger. Be a blogger. Be a fucking blogger. Because what you got to actually put in to actually then get to, let's say, my level of like these 5 league owners that actually make real money, the chances of you actually doing that, applying that type of formula, and for that long, and going through that, and spending and losing that amount of money, once again, I can't count y'all pockets, but do you really have it to lose for that amount of time? A lot of y'all won't make it. Let me be realistic. It's like telling a child that swears up and down he wants to go to the NBA, and you could see he doesn't have any physical or coordination talent. You got to, sooner or later, you got to tell this kid, like, I need you in these books. I need you in these fucking books, because you're not going to the NBA. I'm never going to tell you to not chase your dreams. Keep playing. But I need you in these books primary. I need you in these books first, basketball second. Because I can see you throw a ball like a girl. You was born with those genes. You can't even catch a ball at the age 6. You don't have that type of coordination. I see grown men like that. I know grown men. Ask them to throw a baseball, right? And see how they throw. Ask certain people how to throw a punch. Sometimes you see these videos pop up. Remember when Meek Mills was boxing and hitting the bag? You can see it in their coordination, their physical coordination. Like, you wasn't born to do that, and that's fine. Some of these people don't end up where they at for no reason. These genetic freaks like LeBron James and whatnot, born to do it. Born to do it. The skill was honed, but the talent was born. The talent was born, right? So the percentages of becoming that Hitman Holla, or that Smack White, or that ARP, the percentages of that are so against you. And if you still want to shoot for it, be ready for what you have to go through that could have possibly been applied somewhere else. Because I don't advise people to try that when I can give you something easier and more beneficial. I'm more of a realist type of person. Now, I'll give y'all an example of shit you got to deal with. And I'm going to use Coach Coleon for this. And I'm not even saying this from a negative standpoint, because I actually support Coach's tweet. And as small as a tweet that is, I'm just going to use it here. And we could even make it a bigger topic by me speaking on it right here. And bloggers, go ahead and call Coach and interview him now for this or whatever. Shout out to Coach Coleon. He's one of my favorite battle rappers right now. But Coach Coleon put up a tweet that says, because he's battling today, on the Bricks versus Intake card. He put up a tweet that says, "After this event, I'm no longer RBE." Right now, I didn't have no conversation with Coach. I don't know 100% what that tweet is about. I didn't do anything to Coach. You know what I'm saying? So something happened, right? But I was on the phone with Math yesterday, right? And we was talking about ARP and RBE. We was having a separate conversation about RBE in 2024. Math says, he says, there's people in the industry, they think your name is RBE. I said, I know. I'll be in the street sometimes and people be like, yo, RBE. I'll be in the airport, I'll be out the country. People will call me. I'll walk into the mall and people like, yo, RBE. I'd rather be called ARP. RBE is the company, but I am the reflection of RBE, right? So anytime somebody says RBE this or RBE that, that interprets as a direct correlation to ARP, the face, the center. And that's fine. And that's where I take my bruises, I take my lumps, I take my punches, I take my slaps. If Coach Corleone tweets, after this event, I'm no longer RBE, people will interpret that something happened within RBE, right? That was negative from his perspective that makes him tweet that publicly or feel that way. And that correlates directly to me. That's what it's like to be a league owner. So when I get that text message in the morning of that screenshot from one of the biggest battle rappers in the world, and I read that, somebody said, yo, what happened with Coach? And I read that screenshot from one of the biggest battle rappers in the world. And I say, oh, I'm just now seeing this from this text. That's what you wake up to. You wake up to shit like that every day. And that's this big. You got big shit you wake up to. Be prepared to stand there while Charlie Clips calls you out for Rosenberg Raw and all this type of shit because P sends the text messages to Clips or whatever. Be prepared for all of those moments. Be prepared to wake up one day and be like, yo, that battle's not happening because of XYZ. Be prepared to wake up and somebody tell you like, yo, dog gave my homework. I missed my flight. Be prepared for all of that. Be prepared to bust your ass, spend your money, and people to violate, your opportunities and what you want. Be prepared for people to be ungrateful. Be prepared for people to count each other's pockets. Be prepared to have to negotiate with somebody that's saying, I've been here for 20 years and he made 10 times more than me. Be prepared to deal with that. Be prepared to keep it so real that you have an answer for all of those type of situations. Be prepared to keep all your ducks in a row. Be prepared to balance those books. Be prepared to just be on vacation, minding your business, and wake up to shit. Be in the media. Be prepared for the media to use it as well. The media to then go on a media run, putting the camera in everybody's face, asking them like, yo, so what you think about this shit with ARP? And then you gotta sit there and listen to all your peers, then insert their opinions and their 2 cents, whether you agree with it or not. Shout out to my nigga Goods. One time I had a disagreement with him about that because me and Verb went through it. Right. And so 15 minutes of fame, it's a hot topic. They get up with Goods. So Goods, what do you think about the A Verb and ARP shit? And Goods said, I feel like A Verb ain't in the wrong because he sent back the deposit. And be prepared to be the league owner to be like, my card gets crushed and you could just cancel a contract because you decide to send a deposit back because maybe somebody else gave you money to do something else. And now I got to look at Goods like, damn, Goods. You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for all of that. And me and Good spoke about that man to man been years ago. Like, shout out to Goods. Like, I understand. Let me make sure that nobody perceives that the wrong way for Goods, because Goods my nigga. I understood why Goods said what he said at that point, because we had that man to man conversation. So shout out to my nigga Goods. But yo, I say this for an hour, what to be prepared for. I'm gonna take a guess, and Coach, I'm only using this for the title. Once again, I don't think none of this is like negative at all. I'm really trying to keep this as like positive advice towards potential league owners, current league owners, and people that want to do battle rap, as far as having multiple lanes of income and putting yourself in a position that benefits you first and foremost. I've always been a big proponent of that. That's why we don't lock people down. I promote people moving around. When Rem texts me a fucking video of her with Big K saying, send me $100,000 ransom or else Big K ain't coming back, I laugh with her and be like, y'all niggas do y'all fucking thing. I love it. I love it. Y'all know how I am as a league owner, but you still gonna get the real from me because I still, if I could look out and see all y'all be millionaires, I die a happy man. I'm already gonna die a happy man. But you see what I'm saying? That's the type of person I want to see everybody get. I want no restrictions on nobody. Everybody move around, do your thing, do you feel benefits you the most. But coach, I'm still gonna use this as an example to make my point. I'm gonna take a guess at why I think coach tweeted that. So it's not coincidence that yesterday we dropped the Ill Will versus Pain flyer, right? Pain called me about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna put our conversation out there, but he asked me some questions about my position when it comes to internal to RBE. And I feel like he asked me those questions because he just wanted to hear it from me, the center of RBE, the owner of RBE. Like, where do you stand on this? And it's a conversation that I've had with battlers, bricks that were coming into RB and all that, even years ago. You know, I've had these conversations with the Zays of the world, the 6'8s of the world, the kids of the world, people coming into RBE, where I'm telling them, like, listen, there's one thing that I do see within the bricks, because that house that Lawrence and Wing built up and that they got to govern, I've been there, done that. So I know what it's like. You motherfuckers got a tough job because you got to field all these problems and situations and personalities. Shout out to y'all. I know y'all wake up to the shit the same way. I've been doing it for 10 years. But I said it to people coming into RBE over a year ago because I saw it. I saw it where certain people don't get along, certain people don't rock. For example, if you watch Rem versus Swave, Remedy Loco, like, I think he took a shot at Winged. I think he did. Loco and Wing don't get along, right? There's battlers that don't get along with me. There's battlers that might not get along with Lawrence. There's battlers that don't get along with other battlers and as bricks, right? And I told battlers years ago, or coming to RB over a year ago, I'm not promoting and pushing that. Reason being is because I think it's fake for people to have to force themselves to rock with people underneath an umbrella, air quotes, that they don't fuck with or they're not compatible with. This world ain't built for everybody to get along or be compatible. It ain't built for everybody to get along or be friends. You see what I'm saying? That's not reality. That's not realistic. Shout out to my homie Caution. Caution is a real, like, yo, team person. Like, yo, if you a brick, I'm repping this shit. I'll get at niggas for this shit. I'm waving this flag. I've been there before. I'm the guy that came up with the original shit, blood, sweat, and tears. And when I sat there and I said, yo, oops, yo, show off, Adi Boom, yo, Jims, yo, Mr. Mills, JC to a degree, and so forth and so on. Boom, and you see those old school throwback pictures of niggas sitting there together like it's like a unified front. I created that. I was among created. We created that. I see it again with the bricks and Caution. I've been through it already. I'm telling you. Like, there was fallouts at times between show off and oops. Personal shit. Shit where they could have got active. Nobody know that. I know Jims don't really fuck with Jay Murder, for example, and Jay Murder may not fuck with Jims from situations. Y'all don't know them stories. They don't really like each other. Y'all don't know them stories though. Within RBE, and I'm just sitting here in the middle trying to navigate it. You know what I'm saying? I get on the phone, yo, show you and Pain okay if y'all at the same. I mean, not you and you and Coach okay if y'all at the same event. That's current shit now. I gotta navigate this shit. I know motherfuckers ain't gonna. Not everybody's supposed to get along. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem when the expectations, like a Caution, is just like, yo, if you ever call yourself a brick, you gotta uphold. It's not feasible. It's not realistic for everybody to move the same. There will be people that feel like if I'm labeled a URL battle rapper, if I'm labeled a King of the Dot battle rapper, if I'm labeled an RBE battle rapper, that stigma is going to come before my own name. right? There's people that's gonna feel that way. They're never gonna let me step out on my own and have my own credit. They're never gonna let me step out and say, like, yo, he's self-made. Somebody's always gonna jump out there and say, I made you easy to block. Right? Am I not speaking a fact right now? Somebody's always gonna do that. And the battle is always gonna turn around and say, I wrote those raps. Right? That's where these people even fight over stigmas. I made you. No, I made me. You see it today with easy to block and that other guy, right? Right? I'm not making this shit up. So even that, I see how battle is become conflicted with that at some point. I didn't put in all this work. I didn't won all these battles, and they still want to give ARP the credit. I look in the comments and they say, thank you, ARP, as if I wasn't the one that was up there rapping. I get it. I get it. I navigate it. I'm so psychologically and socially and mentally aware, whether I say it or not. I know what that does to people. You know what I'm saying? And even the Will and the Pain flyer dropping yesterday, I feel like some of that, I'm just guessing, Coach. Coach, you my nigga. I'm just guessing, my nigga. I just feel like there's people internal to the bricks and to RBE that may not get along with Pain, or Pain may not get along with them. And then they see an Ill Will and a Pain flyer drop, and maybe they feel like I'm battling intakes this weekend. I'm battling up and comers this weekend. I'm waving the brick in the RBE flag. This nigga don't even rep the bricks. His flyer pop up with Ill Will? The fuck? League owners, that's what you got to navigate. You got to navigate the facts that Ill Will ask for Pain. You got to navigate the facts that the owner tries to stay out of all that shit. Y'all niggas don't want to get along and all that. Some people want to be bricks and some people don't. Loco has been rapping that. He raps that. I'm not a brick. He raps that. Yet I was on the phone with Loco like 2 weeks ago, trying to see if I could get him a full circle battle. And then I just fell back a little second because I was like, wait until I get something closer to you, because full circle battle is going to be moving all over the place. I just didn't want to try to get him to LA based on certain circumstances. That was my decision. But I'm calling Loco because I'm trying to get him a match. You know what I'm saying? Coach, you tweeting stuff like that. Now, if I took that personal, right, which I don't, behind the scenes, like, I'm sitting here like, yo, the next full circle set of battles, January and February, whatever, or late December. What if I'm still trying to do this big K battle that we've been trying to do, or we've been talking about, or is in your contract already, or was in like an old contract, like a multi-battle shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something about that real quick too. When Coach says that about Big K, he's not lying. When Coach insinuates, I'll be having some of these battle of the year, whatever, niggas in my contract or whatever, he's not lying. He's not lying. And I think I said this before. I'm proud to say it, that once upon a time, I signed a multi-battle contract, like a two battle deal with Big K. You know, we was just negotiating money, and we negotiated a way where it's like, all right, we'll do this amount for this battle if you could then do this amount for this battle for Coach. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, number one, that matchup is stupid. The two punches like that, then I think it's great for Coach. That's blood, sweat, and tears mentality. You get a name like that and you perform well, whether you win or lose, but you perform well, you elevate. You elevate. Blood, sweat, and tears concept. I started that. I am the rookies and vets. I started that. You see what I'm saying? So for that reason, it's also a dope matchup. And even from a business standpoint, it's dope. I don't tuck nothing. From a business standpoint, it's dope too. Because I get to say, all right, okay, you want $50,000. How about I give you $40,000 for this battle? And then let me give you 10 for Coach, 2-minute rounds. After that, that's the A Ward versus Big K contract. I'm not saying it's those exact numbers, y'all. That's the term. That's the A Ward and Big K contract, y'all. But when Big K had that performance versus A Ward, even Big K was just like, no. I got to go like this right now. We got to hold off. I respect his career. I respect that momentum. I respect that performance. I would do that for anybody. Okay. Coach ain't going nowhere. Coach ain't going nowhere. Now's the time. I'm going to call Murder Mook for you, Big K. I'm going to come out of my pocket and pay Murder Mook to battle you. Now's the time. This is your year. This is it. coming off of that A-War performance. Even A-War might have been a little. I heard even A-War was a little tight at me behind that booking. This is the shit you gotta navigate as a league owner, y'all. Right? And in my mind, I'm like, damn, I gotta get coach something. I gotta get coach on the card. Okay, I get coach on the card. Coach versus B Magic, 2 punches. But I've been telling gyms that I might do B Magic and gyms for the last 6 months. It's a fucking domino effect that in my shoes you got to now navigate. Oh, Coach versus B Magic is a way better battle than B Magic versus gyms. Even though me and Jim's been talking about that matchup for like the last 6 months. Fuck, gyms, I'm trying to figure something else out. Coach B Magic. Try to get coach another one. Coach in pain. Keep him in the blue room. Try to keep him active. Intakes and Wayne and Lawrence keep him active. So he's a main event today. Still trying to keep him active. You know what I'm saying? Big K will get to that later on. You know what I'm saying? We have spun the block a million fucking times. It took 3+ years, maybe longer than that, to do Hitman versus Ill Will. I've been fucking promising Ill Will Hitman for since the Rare Breeds card in 2018, maybe. I've been telling Ill Will, I'm gonna get that Hitman battle done. How many times me and Holla spoke and the time it was off or whatever. Even 2022, when Ill Will lost to Rosenberg Raw. Ask Hitman how he felt about that. I'm gonna fall back right now. I'm gonna chill. That's how Hitman managed his career. Told Will, don't worry. That was 2022. Then Will shows up, 40 bars, 2020, end of 2022, right? End of 20, right? Closing out. Has that performance versus 40 bars. I hollowed it Don. Yo, if you just Will, I know you will. To me, you're the best battle rapper in the world. If you do your fucking thing right here, the timing is going to be great because there's enough time with Hitman coming off of his easy to block cap. There's enough time gap between that. By the time you come off a hollow, it's never been about the money. Me and Holla's business is already, we know how to come to the table. Even though that motherfucker costs $1 million, we know how to work it out. Ill Will, I know what you need too. We had prior agreements of what Will was going to make for Hitman. When I get that battle done, this is the number. So most I ever paid Ill Will, but we damn near had that prior agreement. Nobody can contest anything I'm saying right now. Everybody that's watching this shit gonna be like, he's telling the truth. William, watch this shit, he's telling the truth. Jim's watch this shit, he's telling the truth. Hitman, he's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared. That within itself is a fucking talent to navigate all of this shit. And you're gonna piss this person off while you make this person happy at the same time. I'm gonna drop an Ill Will and a pain flyer, and then I'm gonna get a tweet from somebody else saying, after today, I'm no longer RBE. That's my job. That's my job. And 90+% of y'all will never make it to that level where you could really, really make a lot of money as a league owner. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this topic is coming from, y'all. It's like, Coach, that's my guess of what that tweet is about, and I just used it. I know that's not a big deal, that tweet. It's like nobody probably would have gone crazy about that tweet, but I'm using it, you know, to remind the fans and battlers, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta deal with that shit. You got motherfuckers that'll try to come for you and talk shit about you because you distance yourself from them. That's what you gotta deal with. I thought once upon a time you distance yourself from somebody, that was a man move. Because everybody want to talk about honor and integrity. I thought once upon a time, if you distance yourself from a nigga, that's some man shit. Knowing that I'm holding all of this shit. Because if I ever feel embarrassed or disrespected, the amount of embarrassment and disrespect I could bring your way, because I really, really know all of this shit. If a nigga disses himself from you, and you want to publicly try to trash him, this is female shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought the honor and integrity was just when you as a man, if you decide like, nah, I'm cool, you go over there. You don't go over there. You don't trash somebody. You don't disrespect them. You don't do an interview. You don't do a blog. I thought that's the man route. Can't even do that. I didn't have bloggers that I distanced myself from Nobody knows this publicly. I didn't trash them. I didn't tweet them. I didn't blog on them. I didn't do no interviews about these bloggers. I'm not talking about gyms. I'm saying this blogger shit. Um, and I could tell in their videos, recapping or promoting certain events that they feel a way towards me. ARP don't talk to me. Fuck his event. Why can't a man just distance himself from people? I thought that was man shit. Not in this culture. Don't be a league owner. I guess they want the drama. People ask for it by doing the shit that they do. They want it. They must want the attention. It's like I thought it was the man shit to not give the attention to private shit. I thought it was. People want the attention, and people tend to think that they want the attention from me until I give it to them. You know what I'm saying? They find out the hard way. Like I really didn't want that attention because what happens in my shoes a lot. People either don't know or they don't even fathom. They don't think as deep as I do. They don't even know what I would come to the table with if I spoke on them. They don't even know all the shit that I know that they don't know that I know. They don't even know all the shit that I would, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you play with him and then he bury you and it's like, oh shit, you got more than you bargained for. You know what I'm saying? And y'all fans, y'all love that. Y'all sitting there dying for an ARP blog. And when's the last time you seen that? I'm trying to stay away from all that corny shit. I've always called it corny, even when I've done it. But when you're in a position where you feel like you want to defend yourself and your company or your brand or your reputation, then people will get what they ask for and people will beg you to do that shit. Yeah, that I don't ever want to make an edited blog again. I don't. Because that would mean that I'm really, really trying to earth somebody and show them like, get back in your place and state it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it never even be worth it. It never even be worth it. But all right. Yo, shout out to Coach, man. Shout out to all the bricks. Coach, after the battle, man, holla at me, man. Call me or whatever. I want to know why you tweeted that. Hey, if you could tweet that publicly and then people's gonna tie, I broke it down why. RBE is ARP. You know what I'm saying? In terms of public perception. I told y'all. Just debating that yesterday with Math. He's like, niggas in the industry don't call you ARP. They be like the RBE guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you tweet that, you know what I mean? And I don't take it personal, but when you tweet stuff like that, people could run with it. And those are my only guesses as to why you tweeted that. And I actually support it. Because like I said earlier, people can feel like it's constrictive to have league labels. And I'm the guy that supports moving around anyway. And I also don't want to be the guy. That's why you don't see battlers coming out on me a mile a minute talking about ARP is supposed to do this for my career and all that, because I'm a big proponent of telling people up front, what you get out of this is what you put in and what you earn for yourself. The platform will be there. Platform off rip, certain platforms off rip are already going to give you a certain level of notoriety and attention. You're going to get on Bags and Bodies and all that because ARP says certain things or tweets certain things or has certain conversations. It's going to happen by default. Certain leagues bring a lot to the table for the battler off rip. That's why they all hit me up a mile a minute. They want an RBE look. Oh, they want a Blue Room battle. They want an RBE plate. They want an RBE YouTube drop. Same thing for URL or King of the Dot or Trenches or Chrome 23. They know where the places of recognition are. So the label, the company or the platform is the platform. But as far as what you earn yourself, I've never liked to take that position, because when you claim that responsibility in my shoes, now you gotta live up to that. You gotta live up to you telling somebody, yo, don't do that. Don't go over there. Fuck that league owner. Fuck that league or whatever. And then you be like, damn, Sean said that in his live. He said, I didn't battle on your ops. I did what you asked. And this is how you, right? I don't want to deal with that. So I'll be telling people, like, I got you. I'm going to do my best that I can, provided I'm trying to do the same for 50 motherfuckers at the same time. Out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Out of my pocket. I was just debating that with Mook yesterday. We was on the phone arguing for a fucking hour. So when you got that deposit for Verb, you know whose money that was? You know what I'm saying? Like, do this shit for real, from the muscle, for us. You know what I'm saying? and you got to navigate all that shit. I mean, it's just not the greatest job to have. Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm a blogger. I'm a streamer too. I'm with Rosenberg. I'm a streamer. I'm not a league owner. I'm a streamer. All right, I'm a streamer. Um, GT Dino, yeah, yeah. We had a lot of we dropped some stories earlier. Um, in this live, we talked a lot. We had fun on this live. I have fun on this live, man. I hope y'all have fun too. You know, I always appreciate y'all for hanging out. Let me jump into these supers real quick. Once again, we saw some of the new members that came through. Shout out to y'all. Once again, shout out to Casual Fan. Make sure y'all look at Coffee House and Juice Bar, 1454 Rockaway Parkway, Brooklyn, New York. Go get yourself a brick by brick protein shake. All right. I got another new member, Just Zoe. Y'all go check out that RX versus Caution. It's out right now on the channel. That was released yesterday to the full channel, but members had early access to that. Ness Goat, new member. Gorilla Domination TV, new member. What we got here? Hum along if you can't sing along. Onward and upward. Major respect for RBE. Salute, homie. Appreciate the super. Onward and upward also became a member. Shout out to you, homie. Also gifted Rare Breed ENT membership. I appreciate that, homie. What we got here? Babby or Baby, is it pronounced? Robbins, gifted Rare Breed. Appreciate you. Thank you, G. We got Rockstar Hendo, new member. Members is coming through. The members is joining. The members is joining. KVR TV, gifted Rare Breed is a member. Shout out to everybody, man. I think I went through everything. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. Rewind this if you missed the first half of this live because we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, man. So rewind this live and make sure y'all replay it. It will be available for the members immediately once I close the stream down because I got to update the channel on the back end and not the channel, the video on the back end, change the thumbnail and make sure that YouTube don't strike, all that type of shit. So it'll be available immediately for members. Anybody that's missed, earlier pieces of this, I'll have it up to y'all hopefully before the end of the day. All right, let me just make sure that YouTube don't play with the video and all that. That's just part of the game, part of the process when you do it live. All right, appreciate y'all. Happy Saturday, happy weekend and all that. I'll be back ASAP. I got y'all.